Hey, what up, Rumpy? How you doing, brother? You're first tonight. Yar. Hi, Nikki. Good evening. V-Town, what's up, bro? Ron, good evening, buddy. Good evening. How's the view look for you guys? Can you see Jupiter okay? Ain't like the best scene conditions, but man, look at that. Great red spot tonight. Some moons nearby. It's crazy awesome. Hi, Rivera. Welcome. Scott, what up, brother? How you doing? Eva, good evening. How are you? How was your night? Hope you guys have an amazing day. Steven, good evening, buddy. See the spot? Ain't that awesome? Always love the great red spot coming through. Jupiter's so pretty tonight. So dang true. It's so beautiful. Always so dang beautiful. You get my chat all pulled up properly here. There we go. Hi, Anthony. Good evening, bud. How you doing? You got a cold? Oh, no way. I got like sinuses or maybe even a cold. It just does not want to leave either. It's constant on me. Haven't seen it in person? Oh, no way. No way, dude. Ain't that really cool, though? Getting to see the great red spot. Do you observe the sun? With white light filter. White light filter here from the observatory, but other ways to be able to do it, especially from like the GO satellites and whatnot. What position is Jupiter? To my west currently. It's off to my west. Do nothing else. Still the best subject on YouTube. I appreciate it, John. Glad to have you. Hi, Choa. How are you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hi, Jace. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? How is Jace tonight? Jace is all excited for the auroras. He's way too excited for auroras. Using a filter? I am not. No filter tonight. No filters. It's just camera directly on the C11. Sometimes using a filter does help a lot, but I'm not doing it tonight. We're just going straight for it. Cool. We can see the spy. Isn't it amazing? I think it's really cool. I think it is super cool. In Iowa sky is beautiful tonight. Here in Missouri as well, brother. Here in Missouri as well. A short view of Venus. Oh, tonight. Nice to get another view of Jupiter. That's amazing. Venus is actually really beautiful. So beautiful. Hi, Trish. How are you? See me the squish between the CHSS. I got you. Had a short view of Venus tonight, though. That is amazing. Venus is so gorgeous to actually observe. It's just super massively bright. So you see the atmosphere, that carbon dioxide that it makes up the atmosphere, that huge blanket, which is what actually creates it to be the hottest planet in the solar system. In Iowa too? Oh, are you really, Nikki? I didn't realize you're up in Iowa. Very nice. Hola, Amazana. Hopefully I said that correctly. Hola, buenas noches. ¿Cómo está? Actually, how's it going? Good evening. How's your night? It's glad the first day of spring is tomorrow. It is coming right up. Though today felt like spring. I'm sure it felt like that in Iowa too. It felt like spring. What's the coldest planet? It's going to be Uranus. Uranus is the coldest planet. Heard there was an M-class flare Earth directly recently. Did you feel that supposed energy? I mean, I don't feel energy from that. It's just photons coming out when we talk about it. But whether we get the auroras from it or not, that's another question. Jupiter, it is Jupiter tonight. Jerry, how you doing, brother? Good night, man. 70 degrees there, dude. That's about how it was today. It's like 74, 75 degrees. It's getting hot in Arizona. I bet it is. Why is Uranus colder than Neptune? It's a really good question, honestly. That's actually a really good question. And I think a lot of it's going to come back to the winds. The winds on Neptune are absolutely insane. That's going to have a huge factor on how things work. But then we go into other aspects, right? We talk about Uranus. Uranus has extreme seasons just because of how it's flipped over on its side, that 90 degrees. It has extreme seasons, which cause it to have a longer period of winter, if you were to say. Winter is just like insanely insane on it. So it's weird, man. There's just so much going on with Uranus, but between the extreme winds, it's flipped on its side, it's extreme seasons, just a cold planet. Doing a lot of things. I hope you and everyone are well as well. Yeah, absolutely, man. Anthony, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for joining as a star, bro. I appreciate it, man. You are a star in my eyes, by the way. I appreciate that. See if I get the rest of it up here. Hopefully I got the rest. Saw the Big Dipper in the north. When I went outside a bit ago, I love it. That's amazing. What's exposure on the gain set? Right now we're running about 130, so about 30 frames per second. Gain is about 15,696, so 15,000, 15,500 pretty much. Hi Desi. Oh my goodness, Desi is upon us. What? Since when have we been fortunate enough to have Desi's presence with us? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. There must be an outage with Fortnite or something. Parkville, what's up? Jamie from Parkville. How are you doing tonight? You in the eastern Iowa? Okay. Name of the I'm living, it's hard to say. Mocoqueta. See if I can say it right. Mocoqueta. Mocoqueta. I get it or no? Can you go later to hear out say to say it? I got you. Is it Mocoqueta? Shit, I've always been fascinated with space and the unknown. I love it, Anthony. The unknown's what really drives us. But here's a cool thing: we all live under that same sky. We all live under the same one. Talk Spanish to me, Roman. ¿Qué paso, güey? ¿Qué paso? About 15,500 gain. Yeah, which probably translates somewhere about 160 or so, roughly, for you to pull it down. About 30 minutes east of Council Bluffs. Oh, okay. I got you. Not too far from us. Good evening, Chippy. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Astro Exo, how's it going? Welcome in. Look at Jude. Jude's so pretty right now. It is, and look at the great red spot coming across. Ain't that amazing? We got the great red spot coming across. This recently got more photos of Orion Nebula. But there were too many bugs, so I packed up. Yo, the bugs are a real thing for real. Mosquitoes are the worst. I thought you weren't streaming. I mean, you wasn't streaming. Oh no, tonight looks good. I thought I wasn't going to be able to with Jupiter because of clouds, but you know what? We're good. We're here. See, I love it. Absolutely. Love it. The Great Red Spot's amazing. What direction in the sky is that? For me, to the west. I'm near Kansas City, Missouri, and for me, it's now in the western sky. Such a beautiful view. It's Jupiter. Right here is Jupiter. Beautiful planet Jupiter. Stranger Things fan, how's it going? Welcome in. Gonna try to... Oh, the LX200, man. See what it looks like. Yeah, do it. Do it. You definitely should. Tori, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. What's your favorite of all the planets? For observation, Jupiter and Venus. They kind of both hit the spot. Beyond that, you probably get to like Saturn. Neptune and Uranus are very similar to each other, though Neptune itself is very scientifically interesting. Mercury is an interesting planet to look at. It's just one of the hardest planets to look at, obviously, because it's a proximity towards the sun. But my all-time favorite planet is definitely our planet. We have such a beautiful planet. And it has us, and I think that's absolutely amazing. We get the Great Tree Nebula tonight, maybe. We got the C11 up tonight, so the tree nebula will be really zoomed in. Amazes me how big the red spot is. Yeah, about 2.5 to 3 times the size of our planet. It's insane. Probably don't remember, but I have the ZWO 678 MC. Yep, that's what I got as well. It's not on tonight, but if you go to my website, Scott, the all-sky camera on the website is from the ZWO 678. I can see Jupiter's furthest moons. They look like 2 stars near Jupiter. Oh, that's so cool. Make sure I got the right. It makes me how big. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Ask, I got you, brother. I get it. It makes sense to me. Sometimes you got to know the question, right? Our planet is the most beautiful. I love it. Like, it is so true. We have such a beautiful planet. Ah, thanks, Marcel. I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome in, by the way. Glad to have y'all. How far can you zoom in on Jupiter? Right now, it would be all digital zoom. So true zoom when it comes to a telescope is like when you add a new sensor, a new eyepiece, 2 times Barlow, 3 times Barlow, stack those Barlows. That's how you get true zoom. It's not like the knob on the telescope gives you zoom. What that does is focuses, but your true zoom comes back to your optics. You got to add in optics to get true zoom. So otherwise, we'd just be zooming in digitally, and it would just look the same, just bigger. Isn't Earth's name Terra? Yeah, I mean, you can go with that. Like, anciently, you would consider it Terra, but Terra itself just meaning like a terrestrial planet, a hard surface, per se. But I appreciate it, man. Dude, thank you so much for the love, dude. I appreciate that, Robert. Honestly, I've been drinking so much water lately and getting back into the exercise routine because here we are coming out of winter. And you got to do it. You got to get out of that winter routine and find a little bit more energy, so... I haven't touched sweet tea lately. It's been like 3 weeks since I've even touched pizza. That should say a lot. So it's the only is only seen with the telescope. No, you can see Jupiter. Now the level of details are going to matter, right? So if we throw on one of the other telescopes here, we've got 20 in the observatory. If If we throw on our smallest telescope, then we're going to see a little white dot, right? And we'll see some of the moons around. We'll see a lot of the planets, or sorry, a lot of the stars out there as well. But this is a C11 telescope. It's a relatively large telescope for the backyard, right? It's one that you can easily pick up as well. It's just a weird telescope to maneuver, just because of it's not so heavy per se, but it's awkward to carry. But you can definitely pick up like this telescope that I'm using right now and use it in your backyard. Any meteors tonight? I'm sure there's going to be meteors. There's always meteors, but it's not like a huge influx where we're having to shower. Are moons visible? They are. Yeah, let's grab some. Let's grab a few of the moons here. I'll have to look up which are which, though, to be honest. I could not tell you just off the top of my head which are which, but let's see if we can get some of these moons right here. Get a little bit more brightness on it. Can you guys see one right next to it? Look at the one right next to it. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let's see which moons we're looking at right now. View, solar system information, Jupiter, of course. I gotta back up a little bit. And we'll see what we got. It looks like Europa's right next to Jupiter. We back up a little bit more. We got Europa right next to Jupiter there. Io and Ganymede are on the opposite side. Io and Ganymede are the two that we're seeing. Io would be the first one. Ganymede is the second one on the top right. Ganymede is the largest moon in our solar system. It's massive. It's literally massive. It is a massive moon. Io is the most volcanic moon in the solar system, and it's insanely beautiful. One of my favorites by far. Europa, which is the one right next to Jupiter here, it's an icy moon. It has a lot of ice, but there's a lot of water on it as well. We can see that through some of the features on the ice, and it makes you wonder with all the different influences, the gravitational influence. There's heat near the core. Could there be life there as well? Callisto's your favorite though? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's way out there. Callisto orbits over 1 million miles away. It's definitely an interesting moon. 8SE is easy to handle for the most part. I would agree. Yeah, the 8SE is really nice. Really beautiful telescope to use. Main automation of NASA's boldest mission ever, Europa. I love it. That's amazing. Hey, Randy, how you doing, brother? Good evening. Hi, Trudy. How are you doing? Trudy in the house. She is far out. That's so true. Got 15 June bugs next to me while capturing an image, and I got scared. Are you serious? We got a moderator that is so scared of June bugs. She live streams as well. But when the June bugs come, she is done. Like, she is done. It is so funny. Hi, Jody. Good evening. How are you? Are you excited for the comment of April the 4th? If it can survive, it most likely won't, but if it can survive, it will be amazing. It will definitely be amazing if it can survive. That's going to be the big question. Can it survive that trip around the sun? That's a really good question. Yeah, June bugs are so awesome. Like, for me, it's not a big deal. I think they're cool when they get in the pool, and then you pick them up and see how, like, sticky they can just grab onto you. But some people are just, they're terrified of them. How often is the transit of Venus? Not very often. When you're talking about the sun, it's not that often at all. The next transit, man, I think is even Mercury in like the 2040s or something like that. That's pretty far out there. It's not as common as you would think it would be. You could hear the thing all the way in Toronto. Oh, no way from the... I'm going to guess here. I didn't see your comment earlier, Desi. But are you talking about the meteor that went through like the Ohio area? Yeah, June bugs are so funny though. Thought I read the comment broke up into 4 chunks. I have not read anything recently. I would imagine this is going to be true though. I would imagine this is going to be true. The relative location that it's going to be within is not good. And I completely forgot to bring my water out here with me. I thought I did, and I do not have my water here with me. What am I doing in life, y'all? What am I doing? Oh, thanks, Steven. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. And Trev, what's up, brother? Thank you so much. Yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting the screen right there with Jupiter, see if you can double tap Jupiter, and let's see if we can send out a like. I'd appreciate it. Honestly, I would. Stay hydrated, I'd know. Right now, I got to with the cold or sinuses or whatever the heck it is I got. This is the one thing I really need to focus on. Saw a picture of the meteor on the news yesterday. Yo, check out. I'm not sure if you've seen this or not, but check out the satellite view from the GOES satellite. I think it was GOES 18, but it actually captured and that detection of its illumination. It thought that it was lightning. It's actually really insane. Really insane. That's when they realized this had to be a meteor, because when you take in the data and say, well, there's no storm there, but we got this intense flash, so that's when they realized this is a meteor for sure. Was it seen over Ohio asteroid meteor? It was a meteor going through. Algae going nuts. Are they really, brother? Has been struggling the heck out of me lately. It could just be the weather. I mean, it could very well just be allergies. I would say sinuses more than allergies. I really don't have allergy problem, but I get high sinus issues, and I feel the pressure, and I feel it right now. But you never know. Sinuses in a cold can feel the same sometimes. Can definitely feel the same. Listen to the song "For Europa" by Joanne Johansson. I have not. You'll send me that. I'm not sure if you're in my Discord or not, Joa, but you'd have to send me that. I'll definitely want to enjoy that. Pollen, yeah, pollen, dust. For me, it's dust. Dust gets me. Dust is my enemy. It is my enemy. The meteor over Ohio. What's Ohio? I don't think it exists. So true, dude. Ohio does not exist. This is so dang true. It's so true. So I guess I did. I saw a little shake, even though I live in Colorado. Just imagine if the meteor was big. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Random. Absolutely. Nasal drip. Roman says. Needs an ever-running tissue? But lots of chunks from that meteorite here in Ohio. That's amazing. That is so cool. Honestly, that's really cool. Her 3i Atlas just passed Jupiter. Yep. Its orbital plane, or its orbital path. Do you know anything about that? It just passed it. Its orbital path. Haven't seen you in... what's up? How you doing? Mad Local, welcome in. Glad to have you. And now live in Ohio, we know it don't exist, brother. Come on, man. Sunlight Light Eclipse. Hi, how are you? Welcome back. Just reached 100 subs today. Whoa, making space videos with my 6SE. I love it, dude. I love it. I wish you get a lot of success off of that. I really do. Ohio here too. Nice. There's a long-standing joke that Ohio does not exist, and if it does exist, this would be more of an interest than Area 51. Because if you meet anyone from Ohio, they're likely going to be an alien. Yet we haven't observed aliens. So, Dayton, Ohio here. No, you're in Ohio too. Best state out of the 50, yo. That's crazy, man. Like, you're the only person who said that. We know you're an alien now. 97. Jupiter's up to 97. It was 95 until April last year. IAU confirmed 2 more moons that were discovered actually in 2016. So we're up to 97 when it comes to Jupiter. Hi, Jody from Utah. I love it. Having an alien, remember? That is true. I guess that's true. Ohio has Hangar 18. Yo, I love it. I love that moon. Io's so beautiful. Buckeyes lost today. Yo, you're trying to pick a fight now, aren't you? You're trying to pick a fight. Was born just outside of Cleveland, and then you got out of there, right? Tell me, you got out of there? Yes or no? Be honest with us. You were smart enough to get out of there. Police are aliens. They abducted you, bro. You hold it for ransom. Dang. All countries are third world countries from the sun. Yo, that is so true. This is so dang true. Danielle says hi. Tell her I said hi. Let her know I said hi. Oh, the ISIS, and then I finished with a flashlight. Oh, and a very different flashlight. I did 3 flashes, which means hello. I love it. Absolutely. Gonna take to Jupiter. Nice. I love it. Gonna take a trip to Jupiter. I got what you meant. Oh, now you're in Arizona. See, she knew to get out of there. You remember, do you recommend long exposures or stacking? When it comes to planets, not long exposure. They're too bright. Stick with stacking. Do your live video and then stack it. Can't wait until we get probes on the gas ice giant. It's coming up. We got 2 of them up there, or 2 of them on their way. It's coming up. Hi, Sunlight again. I hear that we're getting Justin Fields as our quarterback while Mahomes recovering. That is true. I've seen that. Bronx, New York. I love it. Welcome in. How's Bronx tonight? Why are there no stars in the background? It's a great question. It's all about exposure. Exposure matters. So, for example, if you look at the sun, you don't see any other stars out there because your eyes itself are exposing to that light. And it's the same for a camera. If you have an object in a window and point your camera at it, then it's going to drop that exposure to be able to look at that object, and you're not going to see anything out the window because now you're exposed really low. But if we turn up the exposure, Jupiter's going to be super bright. We'll start to see the moons. We'll start to see the stars around. Been reading on the red spot. It changes. It does. It actually does. And hi, Kat. How are you? How's your night? Under a state of emergency, Fraser Valley, BC. Oh, no way. Why is that? Do you have a tracker on? We do. We got the EQ6R Pro mount, which does track this through the night sky for us. No, I feel bad. I hear you. Jupiter still have a big spot. Yeah, it's right here. Can you see it on the bottom side? The great red spot's right there. Oh, you're in Arizona too? No way. That's amazing. Moon species never understand exposure. That's so true. That becomes one of the main issues. Is it warm right now in Arizona? I'm jelly. I bet it is very warm in Arizona. Everybody keeps saying it's too warm down there, and like I would love to go to Arizona. I would love to spend time at Lowell Observatory, but I'm not convinced. Like, I'm not convinced it's worth my time yet. Can you turn it off temporarily, please? I want to move Jupiter. Yeah, absolutely. We can turn off the mount real quick. Here we go. So here's how fast we're rotating. Look how fast it moves too. But what you're seeing right now is Earth's rotation. A lot of this is Earth's rotation. Barely seeing any movement of Jupiter itself. But you're seeing Earth's rotation. We kind of pull it back down a little bit. We'll let it go all the way through. In fact, let me kick it up. Let's see the moons as this goes through. We'll grab some of those moons. You'll see Ganymede up on the top right, Io, Jupiter. Look at Europa, right next to Jupiter, making it look like Carl's. Is it Carl's Jr.? Is that the one? Oh, you got Flood Watch up there. I got you. The zoomies. 160 degrees tomorrow. Yo, that's insane. No way. Love the moons. They're so cool. Yeah, they are. They really are. All right, let's pull it back down. We'll turn on the tracking again here. And track. There we go. Now I'll pull it back over and check that out. It's Carl's Jr., right? That has that weird nose on the big wide head. It's passing gas plant. Yeah. Yo, Flood Watch up there. Yo, be safe, man. Be safe with that. See it lighter than it used to be, right? It's lighter than it used to be. That's a tough one. I couldn't give you the answer to that. I don't know. I couldn't get that answer. We see it shrinking, but lighter in context is kind of weird because it changes so often that I just don't have the answer for that one. It does move fast. Well, I mean, we're moving fast as well. All gas, right? For the most part, yeah. Most of it's going to be hydrogen, helium. Then you got propane, methane, so on, even down to like 0.002% H2O inside this planet. But there's going to be some hard, rockier substance as well. Especially when you get towards the core. The core itself is classified as what's called fuzzy, a fuzzy core. That's pretty wild context. A fuzzy core. It's gas, and it gets funky sometimes. This planet is gas, that is true. I see a star in the sky. It might look small, but this star I see is actually 10 times bigger than the sun. That can be tricky like that. Are there any cheaper mounts that you recommend for tracking? It depends on what you're trying to track with. Like on the 6SE, man, that's a tough one. Cheap wise, I mean, you're probably looking at the Celestron side of like the AVX or something. Man, you see the planets before the stars. Yep. This is true. This would be true. Hi, Jetty. Welcome in. How are you doing? How's your night? How is your night? I really should go grab my water, though, y'all. I cannot believe I didn't bring it with me. I cannot believe I did that. Hi, Eric. Welcome in. How's your night? Inert, like inertia? What's your question? You said inert with the question mark. Put a little context to it. Great night so far. I love it. That's amazing, Jetty. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. But before, yeah, I hear you. You must stay hydrated, sir. I know, especially with either the sinuses or the cold, whatever it is I have. Yeah, absolutely required. Especially on Skywatcher or Ioptron, make a better mount. Both Skywatcher and Ioptron make better mounts, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of Celestron's mounts. Even the AVX, even though I'd recommend, like, if you're going to go for a cheap EQ mount, AVX is there. It works. But if you want to go serious, yeah. Probably look at Skywatcher or Ioptron, for sure. Appreciate the plan, bro. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely appreciate it. Hello from Moscow. Hey, Max, how you doing? Welcome in. Don't suffer. Go get your drink. I definitely will here in a minute. Upstate New York, cloudy here. Is it really here? Got them clouds up there? Why? Why do we always have to have clouds, and why do we have to have light pollution all the time, man? Look close to Houston, so it's hard to take photos. Dude, it's actually a lot easier than you think it would be. I got a buddy in Phoenix that does some of the most impressive, and when I say most impressive, that comes from a long ways. Like, I don't know of anybody that can outbeat him when it comes to doing astrophotography, and he's in the middle of Phoenix. It blows my mind to see his raw data, how much light pollution there is compared to what he can actually pull out. It blows my mind. So I don't agree with that, dude. Like, even in a Bortle 9, if you can pull it off, it just means that you need to take a little bit of time and have a little bit of patience, and you can get there. You can do some crazy stuff when you give yourself a little of that ability. Made to the stream in time to see Jupiter. Hey, Jared, what's up, brother? You did. It's always cloudy there. Ah, Trev, come on, man. If it ain't the clouds up there, it's always the wildfire smoke, huh? Especially these past, like, what, 4 or 5 years? It's been insane. The wildfire smoke coming down from Canada has been crazy, crazy. Always cloudy here, and light pollution is awful, yeah. I got you. I forgot to get a water bottle. Also, remember, always stay hydrated. Get your water bottle. Get your water bottle. Get your water bottle. Definitely need it. Don't blame me. You know I'm going to blame you. I personally felt obligated to let Canada know that most of the wildfires start because Desi gets very hot-headed when she loses on Fortnite. I'm just saying. Move the Earth a couple parsecs away from the sun. You have really dark nights. I love it. Bouncing Jupiter up and down. I can't see what I do. I tell if you can see it moving. I'm bouncing Jupiter up and down, but I can't see what I do. Or what I do. I'm not too sure what you mean. You have to kind of break that down a little bit more. June bugs are crazy. You must have a pretty nice telescope to be able to see that to see at that distance. So this is my best telescope here at the observatory. But every telescope's a little different. It depends on what you want to do, what is your field of view, how much angular resolution you want. So it comes back to that equipment. And again, I think it goes back to that conversation just a bit ago. That little bit of patience. Give yourself a little bit of time and some patience, and you'll get there. You'll be able to kind of hammer down what you're doing. Eventually, it will work for you. Bortle 7 to 8. Okay, I got you. Kids beat her on Fortnite. Camp her out. Frustrating. No. Anyways, back to this time. Yeah. It's a long story. Just play along. Okay, I got you. We're playing along. This really live view of Jupiter. It is. Yeah, this is a live view of Jupiter right now. You're seeing Jupiter live. Going to be a really bad year for forest fires. It very well could be again. I don't like it. As a ex-firefighter EMT, forest fires are a good thing. Like, they are a good thing. It's nature's way of cleaning up all that debris. And every time we put those fires out, more debris gets piled up, which means a lot more fuel. But, yeah, the amount of wildfire smoke lately has been insane. Like, really insane. Even for us down here in the Kansas City region. Let's be able to look at the moon pretty clearly and see if there's evidence of man. Not really, because I think there's a logical fallacy here. Just because we can see Jupiter at this distance doesn't mean we can see something super small on the moon, because Jupiter's massive. This is the one thing I think that you're failing to recognize here is how massive Jupiter is. That planet you're looking at is about 12 times as wide as our planet. It's super massive. We're not zoomed into it. We're not looking at the details of it. What we're seeing is the contrast of it. Where on the moon we get a pretty good look of it, but it's not like we're going to be able to zoom in and see something that's like 2 foot by 5 foot or 3 foot by 5 foot, which would be like the flag, for example, right? The flag being 3 foot by 5 foot, 250,000 miles away, 238,700 miles if we want to be accurate on average. It gets kind of wild. Not with the setup. I can't stack with the setup. Always have time for Fortnite and look in the night sky, as long as we're under the same sky. That is so true. Hi, Patty. Good evening. How are you? Long time no see. How are you doing? It's been a while. Earth can fit in the red spot. Yeah, about 2.5 to 3, roughly. It's really big. See Hubble's Variation Nebula, one of my favorite. If not, it's okay. Not with the setup. This is the wrong setup for that. Way too much of the that zoom. Not enough field of view. Zoom on satellite. Bet you can't. Okay, cool story. Cool story. Nice challenge, though. Telescope name C11. Celestron C11 tonight. Love the educational background. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Honestly, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hi, China. Good evening. I had pneumonia and COVID. Yo, no way, Patty. That's tough. Two of the worst things to try to tie together. That is crazy. No. Will Betelgeuse turn into a black hole? Most likely. It probably has enough to get there. Probably. But then it could just be a type 2 supernova that leaves back a lot of stuff. It's a good question. It just depends. It depends on the amount of mass there. It's pushing. It's borderline to could it turn into a black hole, and compared to will it leave behind a massive amount of it's dust and stuff, right? Or we get that supernova. Is that red spot? It is. Yep, the Great Red Spot going through. Is there a red spot starting? There's all kinds of them on Jupiter. Nothing as crazy and as intense as what we see with the Great Red Spot, but there's a bunch of different red spots on Jupiter. What's the biggest crowd that you've had in here on YouTube? So far, I think around 400 from my streaming. So far, around 15,000 at one time. Everybody was sleeping in the house. My auntie was calling me and got 19 voice messages from her. Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy. Hi, Blue. What's up, buddy? Long time no see. Justin, is there another red spot for me? Okay, I already got that one, though. Boomer, the storm just flared up. What? Yeah, the spot is shrinking. It is. It is coming towards the end. It's been ongoing for about 350 years, roughly. But we see it shrinking. Over time, we do see it shrinking, so that would normally lead to say it must be coming to an end. It must be coming to an end. All right, y'all. If you don't mind, let me grab my water real quick. I'll run by the telescope here because I'm only a couple feet from it. I want to tap it so you guys can see what happens when I tap it. Eva, thank you so much. Yo, thank you so much, Eva. All right, 2 seconds, y'all. 2 seconds here. I'll be right back. All right, we good now. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Sammy. I got a quick question for y'all. Would it be awesome if I maybe every like 30 minutes or so we turn on a camera pointed more towards the telescope and I show you guys kind of the technology side of everything? That kind of help out a little bit as far as like just understanding how this works, what we're viewing, and so on. Make sure I get the comments up here. Again, yo, Eva, thank you so much for the love and support. I appreciate it. Chemical composition does determine the colors. That is true. A storm lasting 300 years, yeah. Just based on the the speed that it's rotating in, it is crazy. It is crazy. And it wobbles the scope, yeah. The floor starting to touch the pier itself. So where we talked about like that gap between the floor and the pier, with the frost, as we get through the frost season, it moves it just enough to cause that to occur. That'd be pretty cool to see. Okay, I got you. We'll set that up though. I'll definitely get that set up so every now and then we can actually change over to another camera. You guys can see the telescope, the equipment, the mounts, and I can explain that aspect a little bit more, which might just help a lot of people, even just, especially if you're coming into this hobby now and what it's like doing even this type of a live stream. Hey, what up, Hayden? How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. What did my camera? What did I mive the camera to test it? What exactly do you mean there, Magic? I'm not sure what you mean. Be pretty cool to see. Okay, awesome. I'm on it. I'll remember to set up a camera for us. Litera, thank you so much. Thank you for the press F. I appreciate that. Wowzers, ain't it amazing? We need to do a little bit of focus, though. We're going to need a little bit better focus here. See if we can get the focus controller up. Let's see if we can do this properly. Try to get a better view. Sometimes we'll get a little bit of atmospheric effects, and it could be just even some of the small clouds coming through. I knew there would be some clouds. I can't tell if that's the case right now, but we're going to try to focus a little bit. See if we can get a little better focus here. I'm going to hold it right here. Let's see if that's okay. Jupiter's crazy gravity. Well, it is. Honestly true. Honestly true. Need to publish the nonsense people saying rubbish. Yeah. Need this now. I love it. Hayden, glad to have you, buddy. What the storm is caused by an impact or something massive? No, because we see it coming from the inside outwards, so it's quite a bit different when we think about the storm on Jupiter. It appears to be more like, and I'll break it down in different ways. It looks like a tornado in a way, like a vortex coming up out of Jupiter, and what we're seeing, some of the chemicals getting raised up into the atmosphere here next to the band, but it's still within that zone as well. But it looks like it's more of an upward pressure. We know it's a high pressure system, which is really different than what we see even here on Earth, for example, when a lot of things are low pressure system. And then a lot of it comes back to obviously how fast Jupiter itself rotates. It is rotating super fast, just under 10 hours on something that is massive compared to us. That's pretty crazy. All right, Chippy, sounds good, brother. Have a good night. Bridget, thank you so much for the Sunday. I appreciate that. What you can say, hey, Pulsar Star? Oh, man, don't even start with the Pulsars, Anthony. Come on, man. I'm going to get tricked by Amber again tonight somehow to go to a Pulsar. I picture like a big red pimple. I mean, you can go with that, yeah. Essentially, yeah, you can definitely go with that route. Ooh. Turn center outwards. Nosy inwards. For the most part, yeah. Why the red spot was created by a massive impact? I doubt it. I doubt an impact had anything to do with it. Shoemaker Levi, very interesting, back in the 90s. Had to be one of the craziest things to see. I would imagine. I mean, I was a young pup back then, obviously. But yeah, absolutely. I would imagine. I would imagine so. Alright, sounds good, Desi. Gonna go play some Fortnite on us? Promise? We shall see. We shall see. Oh, a song for Europa. Yo, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing that. That's amazing. That's super amazing. It's on the GR's magnetic disturbance anomaly. Most likely, it very well could be. Looking forward to Apophis. I mean, it'll be interesting because it's going to be a cool target to actually capture as it comes through. I think it will obviously be a popular target, similar to what we've seen when it came to 3i Atlas, where it becomes an issue because a lot of misinformation goes out, so then you have to kind of control yourself on that information, obviously. But yeah, I'm excited for it, obviously. Absolutely. Some lower given the storm, something to form in. I think one of the biggest things to really put into the mindset here is the rotation of Jupiter. We see these storms occur quite often on Jupiter. Not like this though, but we see a lot of storms occur on Jupiter. But it's best explained by its rotation. It is rotating so fast that force itself allows it to assist in these kind of formations, not only in the formation, but just the longevity of it. I'm going to show you how much energy those impacts were. Yeah. That's why there's going to be a new giant storm on Jupiter soon. That'd be pretty wild. That'd definitely be pretty wild. Our part of this channel, imagine you tried to tell someone 100 years ago this tech would be available in our palms someday. Yo, that's so true. So dang true. Friends keep calling me a nerd for playing the violin and liking telescope stuff. Hey man, we're all nerds. I love it. Nerds love for sure. I'll be a nerd any day. I'll be a nerd with you. I'll be a nerd right along with you. Shoemaker Levi was awesome. Yeah, Shoemaker Levi 9. All Jupiter's moons. Which one is your favorite? Io, by far Io. I'm a sucker for volcanoes. I am literally a sucker for volcanoes. It wins me over every time. Like, if you want to hang out, invite me to a volcano. We're going. We're in it. Dr. Monster, I love the name, by the way. Today was much better. I love it. That is amazing. That's so awesome. Hey, partner, I'd appreciate, by the way, Rain. I appreciate that. Love your name. I love the name, Rain. Nerds roll. Absolutely. Nerds roll. Absolutely. Hey, and if anybody calls you a nerd, send them here. We'll turn them into a nerd. We'll get them. We'll get them in their fills. Booking a volcano excursion for the group, yo. I'm all about it, dude. Many levels of weather. Yeah. I mean, they have ticket. It disappears. How'd you go down? Yeah. Jupiter's just so mysterious in its own sense that even with the context, a lot of it's still a challenge. Even with it. 7-year-old. Yeah, I got you, brother. Good to have you, Jeff. Good to have you, man. Volcano barbecue, yo. That'd be pretty well. 7-year-old nerd here. No, I love it, man. I got what you mean. I love it. A nerd's a nerd. We live under the same sky. We'll take it. Stephen Burns has predicted a volcanic eruption. It has been right. I know who you're speaking of. What about Saturday night? Here is very interesting lore behind that. Interesting. So with the 555, nope. Tonight the C11. Got the big old C11 up tonight. Let me type it in chat for you. Let me type it in. Think about how far away they are. Yeah. Still can see it clear with some gear. It's kind of mind-blowing. This is true. I do agree. It's amazing how far we've gone in technology. Just think about that, though. If you're holding onto a cell phone right now, you're holding onto a rock. Like, put that in your mind for a minute. That cell phone that you're holding onto is a rock. That's insane. When I walked out to get outside yesterday, got some fresh air. Oh, nice morning. You know, King's protest and it happened right next to me. Close the door and then they're gone now. I got you. Remember when they discovered the volcanoes on Io back in the 1970s by Voyager 1? Yeah. Dude, love it. I love the photographs, man. I think, like, Io is a winning moon. It's an amazing moon. Cannot be a mistake. Or there cannot be a mistake of how amazing Io is, for sure. It is wild. I got you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thinking about where we are nowadays when it comes to technology is absolutely wild. And I still think that we live in a time before some really great understandings of even the cosmos itself. And this is something that even Jason and I even talked about, that I feel like we live in a time period before like Einstein or Newton itself. I think there's going to be some interesting things coming up soon, sooner than later. Let's play Flight Simulator, and one of my rockets are on Mars. I ran out of fuel, so I'm gonna go plan a rescue game right now. Watch, it sounds good. Sounds good. Hopefully you make it back there. Use a camera and phone adapter because I read recommendations on telescope cameras. I use cameras for the most part, but sometimes I use phone adapters. It just depends on what I'm doing. Tonight is a camera. It's a dedicated astro camera. Coming up, maybe. Thanks, Brandon. I appreciate that, bud. If you look it up, the first shot, take up the eruptions. They first thought it was another moon, crashing over the lip of Io. Yep. There's so many photos, but it took forever to get that data back, obviously, back then. So imagine being that guy sitting there, seeing something really, really wild, and then waiting for the next imagery to come through. 2026 is the best year for astronomers? Oh, no way, you think so? Made some scale models of the solar system. It blows my mind how large it is and how small we are. This is so true. I think this is one of the things that a lot of us never really think about. Dingus, what's up, buddy? A lot of us never really think about it. Not a guy with a woman. Okay. A lot of us never actually think about it. Just the scale, the complexity of the scale of the cosmos, and even when we look internally, when we look at these small areas, things are really wild. Verisma, nice. Looking at your awesome line. I appreciate it. How's your night? How's the weather over there? Brad, good evening, buddy. And by the way, congratulations to Brad. He got married today. Brad is no longer on the market, y'all. Quit flirting with him. Remember, spring starts today. Nice. Was a woman who was not a scientist, but was an engineer working with the onboard systems. When she saw the eruption, crap, my bad. Yep, I got you now. I got you. I was taking that more into the metaphorical aspect. I wasn't like pinpointing that. I'm just saying, think of being I shouldn't say that, use the term man, I guess, but think about the person sitting there getting that first imagery and then seeing something so wild, because this ain't just true about that. My mind actually went into the missions around Saturn, right? So when we talk about Cassini, but you start to see those weird shadows or these mountain-looking things on the planet Saturn, and you're like, what the heck are we seeing here? Eventually you learn, hey, these are moonlets and moons inside the rings. But my thinking here is, imagine being that one who gets that photograph back in the day, and then you're waiting for the next photos to come in. The next photos come in so you can really dig into it. But there's something going on. It seems super excited. And I don't know that I could do that. Like, I couldn't be the one that sits there. Personally, I could not. My bad, though. My bad if I wasn't directing just directly towards that statement. Well, it's called There Was a June Bug, and everyone started screaming, are you serious? Happy spring, or I call it National Spring Day. Yo, I love it. Right now, the data we receive is so overwhelming. Yeah, helping so much different industries. Absolutely true. Not ready for the hot weather, but I'm tired of snow and ice. I hear that. I definitely get that. Hi, Elena. Good evening. How are you? Started off a phone adapter. Okay, does really well. But I did advance to a camera. Smart. Very smart. Bunch of movie 2010, Jupiter turns into a second sun and the ice of Europa melts to reveal trees on the surface. Yo, that'd be insane. I need to watch that. It's hard to believe that's something that you can see here from Earth in a straight shot would take years to reach by a rocket. Yeah, I hear that. Getting ready for 100 plus degree temperatures and tornadoes this week. Yo, be safe. Has there ever been a rover or probe land on Venus and be able to transmit images from its surface? So this would go back to USSR. USSR is the only one that's been able to successfully I should say, get something to land, transmit, but it did not last long at all. So it was very short-lived. This is where I think we fell in a huge aspect. Is I wish right now we had better data coming from Venus. Like I really wish we did. I think Venus is such a beautiful planet. It could tell us a lot, especially when we talk about runaway atmospheres, or runaway climates, I should say. But it could tell us a lot. Now, I think it's one that we should focus a little bit more on. It's obviously a very tricky situation to do, and probably as far as like the mainstream probably wouldn't care about the data as much. Where a lot of people in the mainstream are more about let's get to Mars and whatnot, right? Let's get outwards, let's get away from the sun. We know it's hot, we know it cooks, and we know it's getting bigger. Things like that. So I don't know, it's a tough one. It would be absolutely amazing if we kind of focus a little bit more back towards Venus itself. I think it would be. Lunar module, none. I'll just call it Northern Horizon. It's going to be a fast rocket. Oh, I'm supposed to land on the moon. Nice. Say the wind speed in the storm is over 1,000 miles per hour. Photos of the surface of Venus. Venera probes from the USS Arctic. Yeah. Yeah, Venera was... It's an interesting thing. And so when a lot of us think about the space race, we forget to put in our mind how much other data is out there, and we just kind of think of country versus country rather than taking all of it together as a whole and saying we've explored so much, but there's a lot more that does need to be explored. Mars Discovery will visit Venus. Yeah, absolutely. And that's true. They will. The question will be how much data do we get from the surface? How did Neil deGrasse Tyson discover the universe? What do you mean? How did Neil? I mean, it's kind of philosophical. I'm not sure what your question actually means. If that, you'll have to reword that a little bit. Matt's alive and has arrived. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Give me just a minute. I gotta mute myself below my nose. I am getting way over congested, I should say. Just kidding. No, you're good. You're good. Hold on just a minute here. Okay. Let's see where we're at now. Whew. Any guys dislike getting the sinuses and stuff this time of year? For me, it's just this time of year can be a pain, an absolute pain. Already lasted 2 hours. Tim's 400 degrees Celsius. Anyways, let's get back to Jupiter. Let's get way back to Jupiter. It's an interesting topic, something that people can look around. I think it's worthy. I think it's worthy that we put a little bit more focus, especially on the public side of things. Well, tree bomb, bro. Maybe, man. Maybe. String fall. I am sniffling this. Yo, that is so tough. Like, I am there right now. That is horrible. Hi, Pinka. How you doing? Welcome in. Allergy season is here. Yeah. It's hot down here, but still darn pollen. I hear you. Jupiter is nuts. This is true. It is so beautiful. Absolutely a beautiful planet. We're starting a little bit of the clarity. It is going to be getting way off on the west side, so we're looking over basically my house, which is going to be throwing a lot of the heat off of the shingles into the sky. So we'll probably lose a little bit of that clarity per se, but we'll still have a good view of Jupiter here. We got the great red spot showing up. I think that's amazing. Heard him say he was going to blow us out. Motorcycle trap. I was thinking how rude you know, Jared. That's so funny. That is super funny, man. If I sound like a motorcycle. Oh, crap. I can't do it tonight. That is funny, though. That is funny. Just be glad I'm not sneezing right now. My sneezing earlier today was insane. It was off the chain. It was off the chain. Alright, let's see. Let me get caught up on everything real quick. Always get Jupiter and sleep through all the galaxies. Other exciting stuff. Oh, no way. We'll probably do some galaxies tonight with the C11 here. We'll do some galaxies. We'll probably swap over to the other camera first, though. Get a little bit bigger sensor in so we can do it. Hey, Nicholas, welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, we'll probably put in the other camera and get a bigger sensor going. And we'll probably do some galaxies and mostly galaxies and probably some globular clusters tonight. Jupiter reminds you of those giant jawbreakers, yeah. I can see that. I can definitely see that. 1980, I was in the 8th grade. I had 2 teachers who shared classes. They traveled west to get ash from the Mount St. Helens eruption. Yo, I love it. Can we see Bose Galaxy and Cigar Galaxy? Yeah, we can definitely do that tonight. Did I enjoy 3i Atlas? I tried to. I definitely tried to enjoy 3i Atlas, but there was so much noise from disinformation. It made it where it wasn't enjoyable in that public sense. But yeah, absolutely. It's super important for us to understand anything outside of our own solar system, right? So yeah, there was just so much noise from it that on the public side, it was a challenge. There was definitely a lot of challenges there. Jupiter is so beautiful. Hi, Solar. Good evening. Can we only see Jupiter when it's above the horizon? I mean, visually, yeah. If that's, I'm not too sure what you mean there, though. Can we only see Jupiter while it's above the horizon? Like visually, yeah. Anything. Like, can't see anything. If you're talking about visually, there's things that you can map. Like, for example, you can map the sun through Earth by using neutrinos. What galaxy can you see best? Do you like the most? Probably going to be M51, the Whirlpool. I think it's such a gorgeous galaxy. Tonight we'll probably also look at other galaxies. For example, we'll probably look at the Sombrero Galaxy. It's a beautiful galaxy. Maybe look at the Whale Galaxy. It's another one that's very interesting. There'll be different ones that we'll definitely come to tonight. You survived the TMI in 1979. I survived just not even being here back in 1979. Somebody give me the free membership. Is that why my name is green? Yes, that is true. This would be true. Is most likely. I think you just got it just a bit ago, so it would have been. Let me make sure we got it here. Let's see if I can see your name up here. Most likely this is true, and I think Eva sent it to you. Yeah, she did. Eva got you. Can you spot any black holes? We see the effects from black holes, but we don't see the black hole. You ever stream the sun live, like with a filter or something? Sometimes. There's been a few times that I have. It's just not a common thing that I do, though. Passing over the left side of Jupiter now. It is, yep. It is. It is. Yeah, Eva's a rock star. Eva is a rock star. She's probably working right now, though. It's sensitive to light, so don't know how to capture it. Oh, dude, no. Go for it. Go for it. This again is where I would challenge you. Go for it. You'll figure it out. Trust me, you'll figure it out. You might end up looking at different filters, whether it's a UV filter or something like that, but go for it, because the only way you're going to know is to challenge yourself into trying, and then you'll adapt, and you'll get it. Can you explain the different colors of Jupiter? It's just going to be the chemicals. It's different chemicals that we see, but when we look at like the zone area, this is more of like ammonia and phosphine and stuff like that, or phosphine. When we look at the bands, this is different. The bands are not that well understood. It's not really that well understood exactly what makes up the chemical compositions of the bands. Why can't we see 3i Atlas comet going by Jupiter? It's not that close to it. It's going past, as in it's still relatively close, but it's a really dim object. But it's going by, as in it's near the Jupiter's plane. It's relatively close to Jupiter. It's within where the moons are located, but it's a really faint object. So if we start to bring up the brightness, Jupiter's so bright that it just outshines the sensor. The sensor just can't keep up with that dimness. And kind of put that in perspective here, I guess. Let me kind of do that. Let me add some brightness, and you'll see kind of what I'm saying here. You see how like Jupiter's starting to get bright. We're starting to see some of the moons. These are relatively bright. So let me start to slow down the exposure here. And what you'll notice is that every time I slow down the exposure, Jupiter just blows us out. Let me kind of back up just a hair too. See how it's kind of blowing us out? You can start to see a little bit of stars out here. You see some of the stars? And then if you just continue that exposure adventure here, let's do a little bit longer exposure. See how it's just so much going on. I mean, the longer you go, obviously, it's just blown all the way out. Just crazy. And then if you take it from there and then go back to where we were, here's what it looks like. So it's all about that exposure, though. Exposure it can be a problem. At the end of the day, it can be a problem. It looks like a supernova. It looked like it went supernova. Oh man. I see near the middle. That's the Great Red Spot. That dot that you see there near the middle itself was the Great Red Spot. Here you're seeing moons though. On the right side, let me kind of pull this up a little better in the telescope. See if I go the right way. The top right one's going to be Ganymede. That's the largest moon in the solar system. To the left of it is Io. Io rotates really fast. Like, it's insane how quick it actually rotates around the planet Jupiter. Hi sis, good evening. It is insanely fast. A couple of days basically to make that rotation. Ganymede's the largest moon. Io's the most volcanic moon. And then right next to Jupiter right now is another moon called Europa. Europa's an icy moon. Let's see if we can actually spot it at all. Let's see if it's in there at all. I don't see it currently. But Io's such a beautiful moon. Europa's an interesting moon. It's a icy moon with the ocean underneath it. You get enough brightness here again. We can see the Great Red Spot there. There you go. And there's a Great Red Spot on Jupiter. What is Mercury in retrograde? Mercury's in Gatorade. Yeah, Mercury's in Gatorade. It's drinking Gatorade. It got dehydrated. Look, I've never seen this moon. It's through a live telescope view. It's amazing. I actually love moons out there. We got somewhere around 500, 600 moons that are now classified here in in our solar system, but there's most likely somewhere over 1,000 moons. It's insane. It is really insane. Mac, what's up? Got hurt exercising day? No way. Did you really? No way. That or your sister? I love it. Ever watching Old Nova? I knew that guy. The show Nova. I see Jupiter's red spot. Isn't that amazing? Do we always see the Great Red Spot? Is it always the same ABT? So we do not. It rotates around. It does rotate around Jupiter. It's weird because when you talk about Jupiter's rotation, this is more of a very dynamic situation or differential in a sense. When we consider that it's a gas planet, it's not a terrestrial planet. Similar to what we're used to here, that it rotates in different rotations, but it's somewhere just over like 9.5 hours, though, is how long it takes to go around. It's incredible, isn't it? Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, PBS, yeah, I got you. Sprain your ankle? Oh, no. Dude, that's the toughest. That's the toughest. Hi, Angel, what's up? Jupiter gave Mercury Gatorade, nice. Oh, crap. That is too funny. Yeah. There's certain conversations I try to stay away from when it comes to a public conversation because some people get a little too carried away, right? For example, you can get nurses fired up by talking about the moon and full moons, and you can get some people fired up by talking about Mercury and retrograde. So there's just some conversations I've learned in the public it's better not to be had. There's sometimes that's a better conversation to have more in a private setting. It's just from my experience, anyways. It's pretty wild. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Metallic hydrogen core probably. Now we believe it's actually a fuzzy core. What's considered to be a fuzzy core. Guess go to Myers. You're good because one of my classes it took 10 to 20 stairs up, down. Dang, no way. Now it's gonna be like when you give a mouse a cookie, except I'm gonna need milk. I'm gonna need some Doritos and Funyuns. That's funny, dude. So confused. Both those conversations are over my head. I know. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's definitely a tough one. Those aren't nurses, they're CNAs. Oh, dude, we're not gonna pick at them. That's crazy. That it's a gas planet, but it stays in a perfect sphere. Yeah, gravity's amazing. Like gravity does insane stuff. Definitely does some insane stuff. It's beautiful too, but it's full of toxic gases and radiation. You know, absolutely. Fuzzy that stays between solid and gas. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Like fuzzy core is really crazy, really crazy. To walk upstairs the first class. Oh, dude, no way. Won't be able to get your photo break. You're gonna have to just relax, kick back and relax a little bit. Where in North America are we crowing from? Kansas City, over by Kansas City, Missouri. What opposition is Jupiter on? It's really not in the opposition of anything right now. Opposition would, if we define opposition, if we're speaking of like Jupiter, usually that would mean it's in the opposite sky of the sun. Meaning that it's most likely near its perigee approach, which is the closest approach. When we talk about planets, usually that's within about the same period that we go through opposition. Opposition just literally means in the opposite side of the sky compared to your star or your sun, when we're talking about planetary type stuff. So if that kind of holds to that, hopefully that answered your question though. And the cell expansion, actually very interesting. I think that is a really interesting thought. I brought it up a few times. I've talked about it in a few private contexts. Very interesting. It is actually really interesting. I think that's a good conversation tone. Born too late to explore the world, born too early to explore the universe. Hey, I don't think that's true. I think we're at that time right now where it's actually exciting because what comes up next, I think it's going to be insane. I think it'll definitely be insane. Pineapple pizza, opposition Roman is pizza. Yo, that's so funny. Oh man. Hi, how you doing? Axuta, welcome in. How are you? How's your night? How was your night? Gotta walk upstairs in first class. Yeah, it's tough. Opposition makes me smile. Looks like retrograde anything. As long as something is in Gatorade, I guess it counts. It's so true. I appreciate it. I like space stuff. I appreciate that, bud. I'll explore the universe as long as I go to be a young twin. The twin paradox. I got you. That's deep. Yo, that's deep. Alright, good time to get some water, y'all. Hydrate. Anybody excited? Tomorrow's Friday. Anybody excited for Friday? Hi, Michael. I don't, man. I do not remember you. I'm sorry. I like your profile picture, though. Looks like a dirt road on Google Maps. Yeah. Kind of has that kind of view. I can see it. Anybody excited? Tomorrow's Friday. The weekend is here. It's coming up fast. It is coming fast. Looks like a dirt road on Google Maps, man. I don't know what kind of Google map you'd be looking at, but I need that. I need that kind of Google map. Dirt roads everywhere. I think it looks... I'm with someone earlier. It looks like the old Jawbreaker. Your school gets Friday off? Nice. Friday's day. Love it. Payday. Okay, I got you, dingus. Payday. Get a telescope in my father's house, but I don't have it with me. Aw. Come on, Mac. I got you, though. I got your telescope right here. You got that view. It's working. It's up and over 2020. You can see it's starting. Nice, dude. Let's hope. Let's hope it happens. Let's get a little bit more brightness too, so we can see what we're seeing here. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see it okay now. Cat's eye marble. Yeah, I can see that too. Go weekend. I love it. You want to eat Jupiter? Dang. Somewhere behind that's a little bit of a maniac style laugh. I want to eat Jupiter. I can see this. Trying to get my own telescope over to my mom's, where I'm at. Okay. Was on the moon, Jupiter live stream. I just changed my profile. Oh, okay. I got you. It's been a minute since we've been able to live stream the moon. We're at new moon right now, but we'll be coming back up on it here very quickly. We'll be back to the moon. Jupiter does look tasty. Like a flavor. Jupiter looks edible. Yo, that's crazy. Hi, what up? How's it going, Stephanie? How's your night? Favorite plane, I guess might come back. I mean, Concorde. Okay, Concorde. That's a space, the coolest thing ever. Love it. Like a weird cotton candy, but gets more filling as you go down. Where are you going down? How can we know that you know what you're talking about? I don't know. Google. Simple enough. Ask the question. I could just sit here and respond. It's made of gas. If you if you eat it, you will fart a lot. Dang, that's tough. If you can finish Jupiter, it's free. Only in Texas, right? Only in Texas. Only in Texas. Okie dokie. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. I hope everything's going well for you. I hope everything's going well for you. But you don't want to Google? I mean, that's your own problem. Here would be my response. Trust but verify. Always verify. I think it's a very intelligent thing to do. If you don't do it, then that's on you at the end of the day. Like, that's on you. Been here since the spot was on the left. Yeah, it's moving fast. It's definitely on the way. Ed and Eddie entered chat. Yeah. Ed and Eddie entered the chat. Make a candy that looks like Jupiter and eat it later when I'm bored. I love it. Good idea. Absolutely amazing. So what Reagan said, yep, exactly what it is too. Trust but verify. It holds true in many values. Trust but verify. I think it holds true in very many values. Ed and Eddie. I like it. I like it. Again, we're going to be doing Jupiter here. There'll be a short break for a minute, and then I'm going to swap out cameras here in a while, and then we're going to go for galaxies tonight. I'm going to get a job and have a factory that's making space candy, then space stuff like toys and cars to learn about stuff. I love it. That's amazing. See, I came back. Dang, did you win? That's the question. Did you win or not? That's your day cartoon. I love it. The Desi has returned. She did. It's on my own universe book. The other day, National Geographic, okay, put it out in the late 80s. They speculated that life on other planets would look like. On Jupiter, it was floating gas bags. What? Like, the knowledge from the 80s to now are so wild. So much has changed up. Wasn't playing Fortnite. I told you this channel was fattening because of Jupiter looking like candy. What's your favorite planet? Our planet by far. But for observation between Jupiter and Venus, they win. Soaring birds that would dive down and poke them. Dang. There's June bugs recently to make sure they couldn't bite or sting. Oh, because you were scared? I got you. Bought a balloon with this dude. I bought a balloon from this dude, and then I flew it up so fast. So I opened it, and it was filled with gas. Nay. Crazy moderator streak has faded, yeah. What's that about face? Everyone saw lame. I said I would have seen it on Sky's Life. What's this about the face everyone saw lame? What face? Are you talking about the face near the moon? Where it got like really popular. Like crazy popular. Get a Toyer B telescope. I'm not too sure about that brand. Honestly, not too sure about that brand. Favorite planet is Neptune. Yo, I love it. Neptune's a beautiful planet. It's a very interesting planet. Did send a probe to Jupiter and went through Jupiter. Yeah, it just didn't survive though. We're talking. They were talking about actually sending pictures of the surface. Only USSR has been able to do that. Just like yesterday. I got you. Nice. I missed it though. I know that there's been a lot of popularity about trying to make. I guess I'll say, AI can be a horrible tool for gullible people. And this is 2026, and it appears that people are gullible. I don't know where else to go with that. Favorite planets are Uranus, Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars, my favorite moons. Dang. You only missed a few planets, so you might as well just count them all. Go for 8. Little jawbreaker, yeah. What galaxies are you being later? This is interesting. I'm thinking we'll go for, we'll probably go for Bode's, Cigar. I would imagine we'll definitely go by the Whirlpool Galaxy. We'll probably jump over to the Well Galaxy and at least the Sombrero Galaxy. Probably going to be the ones we really go for. Some of the others from Juno were so amazing. Yeah, Juno's done a very good job. Miss Pluto. Gotcha. Been working on learning Japanese. Yo, that's pretty cool. Do you think Jupiter could be a gas station sometime in the future? Not gas that we would need. It'd be not necessarily gas that we would need, and the expense to try to do so would be insane. It'd be super insane. And working on learning Japanese. That's amazing, though. Jupiter probably tastes like caramel and almond butter. Yo, the red spot looks cool, but it's super violent. Never ending storm. I wouldn't say never ending storm. Though you would assume that it will end, even though it hadn't ended, so you can't say it definitely will end, but you would assume that it will end. So I wouldn't say never ending storm. White chocolate and toffee. Nice. Black hole is solid, liquid, or gas. Is a black hole a solid, liquid, or gas? A singularity is most likely going to be a solid. Somebody told me every 60 years you have a new personality. I wonder if that's true. That's interesting. I think some people have a new personality every 60 seconds, to be honest. Y'all get me hungry for those flavors? I'm imagining, yep. I got you. Could possibly in hundreds of years. Yeah, absolutely. I know it's getting smaller, yeah. So when you take the data, it does appear to be shrinking and losing momentum in its own sense. So you would assume that there would be an end to it. You just assume. Could I go by those night? I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Can we look at a random star through the red spot? Or when the red spot disappears. Maybe we'll look at a star or so. The stars are boring, though, honestly. There's not much to see when you're looking at a star. Still a lot of wind in the atmosphere. How's your night, baby blue? I see it. I wonder if there's anyone else on the planet that thinks black holes are actually wormholes. Maybe. Some people do think that. It works on paper, just nothing that we've experienced at all. What does Jupiter 2 lines look like? Equal signs. Good question. So this is interesting. The best way to really think of it is like our own planet and our jet streams, where these jet streams appear to be more straight. Our jet streams have a lot of bending to it, but it does appear to be jet streams in its own sense. By the way, we call that the zone, or sorry, the bands. Those are the bands, and your cream areas are going to be your zones of Jupiter. A lot of theories work on paper. That's true. You always say that, but when you look at Vega, you love it. Hey, Vega has a different meaning, though. Vega's an amazing star. Truly an amazing star. Is that you can't know? That's true. Sometimes it is true. There's a lot in science we just don't know. There's no answer to it. Some people like to make up math to make it fit what their beliefs are or their thoughts are, I guess, but sometimes the unknown is okay. It's just fine. Very rarely silly rip off of Star Wars. Okay. It took me a minute to even try to read that. My eyes are so itchy right now. Her black holes could be there on the university inside of them. Oh, could have their own universe on the inside of them? That's what you're saying. This will go back to, do we live in a black hole? Say we live in a giant black hole. Some say we live in a supermassive cosmic tunnel. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh yeah, dude. Anything of singularity in that stance would not be part of our reality at all. Not at all. Not at all. Saw like lightning on the moon or something. I saw a flash on it. Oh, on your game. I got you. Getting the great shot of the red dot tonight, the great red spot. Phonaze does wonders for my allergies. Does it really? Happened when the moon was full. I got you. Where can we see real photographs or videos of planets on the web? Ones taken by telescopes in space. Telescopes in space. Are you saying away from Earth itself? I mean, obviously we're in space, but are you speaking of like James Webb Space Telescope, right? Something that's 1,000,000 miles outside of our atmosphere. Is that what you're speaking of? Right now, never-ending violent storm. I wouldn't go with the term never-ending. It hasn't ended in our perspective, but it does shrink. It's losing momentum, so we would assume that it would end. Then black holes, aren't they? Yeah, it's the reverse. It's the reverse of black hole, essentially. Look at the top right, you can see Jupiter's moons. Yep, you can see a couple up there. Definitely a couple. You'll see Io and Ganymede up there on the top right side. Hey, what up, Christopher? How you doing, brother? How's your night, man? How you doing? How is your night? Oh, that's, hey, what up, Kirk? Dude, long time no see, brother. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. I'm doing good, man. I'm having a wonderful night. Just kind of whatever with sinuses or whatever, but yeah, having a wonderful night though. Good to see you. Never change your location, or has always been in the same spot. It's differential because it's a gas planet, so it's kind of hard. It's not like a terrestrial planet. You say this is exactly where it's defined. Everything rotates, and it's really weird because some things kind of rotate in like a backward method. But in that sense, it's changing because it's not a solid planet at all. If you're kind of considering that sense, can it create or destroy energy? A black hole can form a singularity. Create or destroy energy makes sense that a black hole cannot form a singularity. They rip a whole universe. See if I can keep up all the channels or the comments here though. Yeah, seen aliens me. Dang. Dang. Ah, Matt, I appreciate it. Thanks for the subscribing. I appreciate that. Thanks so much, bud. Does the eye ever change? First time here. How beautiful. Hi, Mary. Welcome in. Good evening. Welcome in. Good to have you. Definitely good to have you. Let's see if we can pull it up a little better. Hi, Max. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Up 3 black holes collide. They'll merge. We see black holes merge. It's not a it's not an uncommon thing. We can actually detect that through LIGO. LIGO can detect it through the laser, basically, and you can see that actual gravitational wave that comes through. So we see it occur. I'm not saying 3 black holes, but we can see that black holes do collide. Check NASA page as well. Their page of planet. Look a bit edited. I mean, they kind of are. So there's contextual information here. What does edited mean? Does it mean that the data's changed, or does it mean that they stacked a bunch of them so it's a little bit more clear for you, and in addition maybe changed up some of the coloring to false color so that it's more representative of what the camera's actually picking up? It doesn't mean that it's a fake image, but it's more of a representation of what that data actually gives you. So that would be the question I would ask. Is the data accurate? And you're getting representations based off of like false coloring, for example? Or is it truly a image that don't exist? Is it not true data? I think that's the things you'd have to question. It's on an alien in the light. On my own room, just why are you staring at your light, Freddy? Can't get into shape before summer. While exercising today, I sprained my ankle. Just my luck. Dang. Yep. BZ is negative. Nice. Very nice. I'll have to get the all-sky camera running over here on one of my screens or something. See if we can keep a monitor there. Be nice. BZ is negative though. Very awesome. Ah, thank you, Desi. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's really good to see you tonight, by the way. I've been wondering. I thought maybe you went on vacation. Try that, I promise I'm not lying to you. Like, try staring at a light? What do you think Jupiter tastes like? Hydrogen. Romans are pretty boring to look at. Most of the awesome ones are edited to bring out detail and color. I would agree. When it comes to, if you really want to see stunning beauty of something, obviously some of those images have to be stacked. It has to be processed so that you get a little bit more clarity. For me, I truly enjoy this kind of live view. We get to see it, what it's doing right now. Well, I should say it takes time for light to come back to Earth, right? In this case, somewhere around 45 minutes roughly. It's about 430 million miles away. So we're seeing what Jupiter looks like roughly 45 minutes ago. Hi Fluffy, welcome in. Hi Chelsea, good evening. That giant endless dark vacuum of space is cool but scary at the same time. You know, that's deep. The fact about Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, massive gas giant, mainly made of hydrogen and helium. Has a famous great red spot. Yeah, a storm much larger than Earth, about 2.5 to 3 of our planets. Includes spectrum numbers. That is true. You can see the light transpiring. Just don't blink. I'm so confused now. If you had to give Jupiter a flavor, what flavor would it be? I don't know. In theory, Atlas coming near Jupiter's. It's really close. Thank you. I appreciate that, J-Stone. Or J-Stom. I appreciate it, bud. That's gravity pressure of Jupiter that would crush you. Technically, you could fly through the planet. No. Obviously, the gravity's going to crush you, but you would be pulled towards its core through gravity. Let's say you can survive the crushing, you'll still be pulled towards its core. It's a massive, massive amount of you'd have to have a lot of escape velocity. They kind of put it there. Good night, Tony from Barbados. No way. Question: Jupiter is a gas giant. So how come we could see the impact on the surface? We didn't. When we talk about, put that in perspective for you. When we talk about Levi Shoemaker, it got shredded up into small pieces that continued to orbit, and then once it got nearby, it got to that the Roche limit, and it got smashed. And this is the energy that you've seen. Looks like it actually crashed into it, but that's the energy of it just being collapsed and created its own ionic particles because of it. Basically 11 p.m. for me. I got school tomorrow. I got you. Get some sleep, dude. Get some sleep. Hold on just a minute. I gotta sneeze. There we go. Jupiter's number 1, Saturn is number 2, and Uranus is number 3. Dang. I like it. First time viewer here. May I ask where you're viewing from? Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, dude, that mute button's so nice to have when I'm going to sneeze. Thank you, I appreciate it. Probably going to sleep listening to this. I hear you. Definitely get some rest, though. Connecticut, nice. Love it. How's the weather out there? You guys are probably getting ready to get a huge warm-up, though, huh? Any news on the new planet? Which new planet? Which new planet? Be a little bit more specific on that one. I'm kind of lost on the reference. Desi, thank you for the floating heart. Easier. Have you been able to answer my question? All these years, and you have been able to answer all my questions. I try, man. My knowledge obviously comes from a long time ago now. Heck, I'm in my early 40s, so a lot of it has to be dug out of my brain. But it's a lot of fun. Like, this is a good way to keep that active, obviously. Or you can see Juno space probe images. NASA had them. You can get them on NASA. I can't remember the exact website, but it might even be juno.nasa.gov. Sounds good stuff. I got you. Can you check the cool? It had 60s last week. Back to the 30s this week, yo. It's insane. Nothing, Ro. I know. I thought you were 20s. For guineas. I know, I tell people I'm like 21, 22. They fall for it every time. How many official moons does Jupiter have? 97. 97 is the current count through the IAU, or at least hold on just a minute. Oh my goodness. Through the NEA. One of my favorite YouTube pages to watch is SEN. They have a live camera on the ISS. It's awesome to see from our view. That's amazing. I love that. Mars would have a Dr. Pepper type of taste in the air. Yo. That's crazy. Like 97 moons. Crazy. Crazy. 97 came from the 2 that were confirmed back in April last year, which were actually spotted in 2016, but they were finally confirmed. Haven't studied? I'll do. Gotta do that. Hi Tony, how you doing, brother? Shao, good evening. I'm gonna lay the same age. That's so funny. Mars looks like a hot Cheeto ball, but red. Ah, yeah. Yep. The sun would have an ice mint flavor. Dude, the only way we can confirm that is by asking Chuck Norris. Obviously, he's the only one who can do that. Only one that would be able to pull that one off. Chuck Norris. My sinuses are winning right now, y'all. I won't lie. Is there anything cool going to happen in the sky this month? Or next month? It's a good question. Whether we get a really good bright comment or not, it's still kind of debatable. Honestly, no, though. There's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy coming up. Let me see how much more time we have here before it sneaks behind trees. We probably got like another 30 minutes or so. And then we're going to lose it to the trees. It's not going to be much longer. Mercury is an interesting planet. It's just a really hard planet to observe. Really hard. I like Earth. It's because it's not terrestrial, so it's a differential rotation. It does rotate in the same direction, but it's different than what Earth rotation is. Would Earth be where it is? It's a good question. We know that we're here because of gravitational responses from other things. We know that Jupiter most likely would have formed closer inbound during its formation, and then Saturn would help kind of pull it out to where it's at. The thing is, there's no way to say exactly where Earth would be if nothing was there. You can make models try to map that out, but there's no definite answer to that. I wouldn't know how to respond to it. Desi, thank you so much. Stephanie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Get mad at clouds, not trees. I get mad at it at all. Clouds, trees, and light pollution. Absolutely. Oh man, I cannot believe how I'm feeling right now. I thought I was actually getting better. I feel like I'm getting worse. Guess what? Let's hear it. Mercury is cool. Mercury is actually cool. In southwestern Nebraska was 0 degrees this Monday and the high is 100 degrees this Saturday. It's insane, bro. That is insane. Music playing is called Oceans Tapping. Chicken butt. Uranus. Mercury is actually hot. It goes both ways, hot and cold. When's the astronauts going to orbit the moon this month? They're getting ready to roll Artemis 2 back out. They're just getting ready to roll it back out. It is going to be rolled back out. Not too much longer. Hopefully. Looks flat to you? Okay, cool story. How long has Earth been around? Somewhere around 4.5, 4.6 million years. Want to study for my test, but it's late at night. And I wake up early in the morning. Okay. Mercury is Sun's personal moon. Kind of true. Absolutely kind of true. Don't be slacking, Mac. That's right. Quit slacking. Why are you doing slacking, bro? Can't be slacking. Alright, sounds good, Hayden. Have an amazing night, bud. Have an amazing night. 11 p.m. Woke up at 5 a.m. Yo, dude, focus on your homework, man. That's all I can say. Focus on that homework. It's a better idea, probably. I think it'd be a great idea. I need to order. Okay. Before they close. The 2018 bill. The drips. I know, man. You should see how bad my head's pounding, though. If you could feel that, oh my goodness. Like, that pressure buildup right now is insane. Actually, really insane. Catch you on the caps, man. 10 there. 12 o'clock here. 12 o'clock in the central time now. What's up, guy? I just seen you. I didn't know you were in here. Have a good night. Have an amazing night. And have an amazing Friday. The weekend is coming really quick. We're about there. We are about there. Next big space event, honestly, probably going to be Artemis 2. That probably will be the one that you actually mentioned. That would probably be the next big space event. Get your brain here and then rest and study in bed. You got this. It's smart. It's how bad it is, yeah. Where did the gas come from? They create Jupiter, the cosmos. Most likely, we would have seen a bunch of stars form in like a stellar nursery, similar to what we see like in Orion. Whether we were a binary star system or not, that's a good question. But the gas was just from a leftover supernova. It's what the best evidence suggests, anyways. Yeah, solar eclipse is coming up in August. But hopefully we get Artemis 2 to go before then. Can't go where you can see. Dang, dude, you can't go where you can see? Dang, Donald, that's tough, man. I mean, it's true. It's true, like you look out at a star or something, you can't go there. It's physically impossible right now, so... Man. Go in your dreams, there you go. Can you see your north? There should be an aurora. I doubt it, dude. I highly doubt there's auroras. We can look at the off-scan camera. There's nothing. Nothing showing up. Nothing suggesting auroras. And my phone's not even blaring yet. Do you ever feel pressure in your head during solar X flares? No. Only way I know that we have a X-class flare is obviously by alerts in the phone. I feel pressure all the time. I don't know. Sinuses. Just sinuses. Signal. That's good. There I can get nice. Here, spec level 357 from the back rooms. No aurora being seen, yeah. Clouds suck. Definitely suck. It's a KP2 right now. It's not even worth looking at. Literally, we're sitting at KP2. You'd have to be way up in Canada to be able to see anything. What's the next northern lights that's visible for America? It's a good question. Maybe tonight. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe. I'm not confident in the data myself. I'm just not confident in it. Your power went out during the X-class flare. Gotcha. Nebraska, yo, crazy 800,000 plus acres burnt. Dude, I seen that. Yeah, absolutely, I seen that, dude. That's insane. Dude, the smoke actually made it all the way over here. Super insane. What temperatures do they think? Yeah, I know, 85 in a week. Yeah, it's gonna be so hot, like really hot this week. We're clearing 60 degrees today in Oregon coast. Clouds, rain tomorrow. Saturday 59, sunny. Oh, no way, you got the sun coming out. Right, an entire back room's level description. Okay. Nearly hit the 80s there, freezing. Yeah. In Alaska mostly. Yep. Yep. Hi Mo, good evening. Good evening, good evening. Like, as you can see, huge methane clouds around Uranus. Gotcha. Good time for a drink of water, y'all. Get a little hydration. Hanging out for the last hour, just watching and listening and reading. Nice. I got you. I got you. Brad's over here somewhere too, I think. He's just sitting there reading, writing something. Hi WCM, welcome in. Live long enough to see alien proof from the live stream. Y'all be crazy. 60 degrees, cold, yep. Everyone's in shorts. I got jeans and a hoodie. Cali, but can't take the Cali Alley girl. That's funny. It's in the 30s right now in Michigan. We still have winter here. Yo. Got to get rid of that winter stuff. I'm over the winter. I'm definitely over it. I don't know, I said disc Jupiter. Yeah. It's gone by really fast, honestly. It's honestly gone by so fast. It's crazy. Like, this just gives you that understanding of how insane is Jupiter just by getting to watch it like that. It's insane. It's insane. That goes. Gotta bring it back topic back. When's the next meteor shower? Dang, dude, we're about 2 months away from a decent one. June is a really good one when we get to the Persteins area. We're still a minute away, dude. Like, it's something I don't even try to put in my mind yet. I'm excited for meteor showers again, but we're so far away, it's hard to actually be like, I'm ready for this. There's a lot of stuff I need to work on before we get there again. That's awesome. WCM, I appreciate it. So Alaska 3 yesterday, but now New York City. Can see 1 star in the sky here. Yeah, that'd be insane. I couldn't do it. 17 last week and then negative 20 a few days ago. Canadian winters. I just can't. Yeah. And the center where when you start, no, it's on the left side actually. The dot was on the left side of the Great Red Spot. 3 years in Alaska. Okay, I got you. I got you. Wind Jupiter for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which joke? I don't know. We go through so many conversations. I even forget what we were talking about 2 or 3 conversations back. The meteor shower in May. Your birthday's in May. Nothing major. No major ones. Let me pull up the American Meteor Society here. Get a little better understanding. Lyrids are April. Eta Aquarids are April. Delta Aquarids are July. So Eta Aquarids, you get 50 per hour. It's okay. It's not like it's a strong shower. It's just whatever. Lyrids are, nah. Lyrids can give you some good views, but it can also be one of those things where it can let you down. Just one of those things. Pluto around, it's below the horizon currently. No, St. Helens, blue. 2 days later, I hold the problems in my car. In Little Rock, Arkansas. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. In Arkansas too, I love it. Yep, Pluto's below the horizon currently. Been wondering about what the other about this other than Earth. Is Jupiter the most important planet for intelligence safety? No, not really. Not really. If there's so there's a lot there to unpack. Intelligence safety is. We'll get past that. I'm going to assume that you mean for like safety of us, more the planet itself. Not. I mean, it's kind of a frenemy. It's a little bit of both. Earbirds, nice. Cat literally sleeps sitting up. Listen to this, insane. So can see Jupiter as well, but NASA couldn't get a clear picture of 3i Atlas. I did get a clear picture of 3i Atlas. I don't know where you were sleeping. Ever going to view Sirius, or is it still too far away? We do sometimes see Sirius. We're kind of in the end of the season of Sirius. It's still out there, obviously, in the evening, but usually Sirius is more like a wintertime object, though. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to have to sneak coffee into school, maybe. If this has to distract us to something. Oh my goodness. Hi Ramon, what's up, bud? How you doing? How's your night? My favorite moon and Planet and Stars. The movie that comes out called Project Hail Mary. I'm excited for Project Hail Mary. I'm actually thinking I'm going to watch it. But when it comes to that, honestly, I don't know. It's for me, it's hard to do favoritism in a huge sense. But obviously, I love our planet. We have an amazing planet. We have an amazing moon. Io is absolutely amazing. Jupiter's amazing. Venus is absolutely amazing. It's tough for me to truly pick a favorite in that sense, though. You're a zoo person? I love it. Zoos are amazing. And there we are. I guess we just went to amazing. But zoos are really amazing. I do enjoy zoos. Spot goes where we can't see it. How long does it take to come back around? So it takes roughly about 9.5 hours to make it circle. So we lose it for somewhere around 5.5 hours roughly. It's just because when it's on the edge, it gets a little bit more time compared to what we see on this side. So about 5.5 hours roughly. So shortly after the sunset, this time of year out. Oh, Ramon, thank you so much for the 100, buddy. I appreciate that. Happy week. How's it going? How's your night? How is your night? How do you send pictures on Discord again? The plus sign next to where you type. Chance, you in here, my dude? Chance is here? Ain't no way, my Chance. What up, brother? Thanks for answering. Always make curious about it. You're welcome. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. So between general and some conspiracy, not can't turn away from. That's funny. That's funny. Degree of Pluto being kicked off. Here's the thing. You're getting tied up on words. I'm not going to get tied up on words. I think that you do need a definition of what certain things are, so I agree with this. Does it matter to me? No. Does the object no longer exist because it was no longer called a planet? It's just whatever. It's too whatever. Just whatever. How many of the moons can you usually spot? 4 around Jupiter. Chance, I'm here, buddy. Dang. There's a Discord channel. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Iceman, how's it going, buddy? How's your night? Focus a bit. It's getting really low on the horizon for me. I'm not saying like low on the horizon as it's getting ready to set, but in the perspective of what the view is from the observatory, it's right above my house line, which actually has a lot of shingles. It radiates a lot of heat in the air. So we're going to lose it because of that. Plus, we're really close to trees. We're going to lose it here quickly to trees. We're about done with looking at Jupiter tonight. Pluto will forever be a planet. That's fine. Isn't that a ring? You can see it's a ticket gas. Oh, there he's right. I'm guessing the rings. So the bands that we see is just thicker gas. No, it's just different chemical compositions that are going around Jupiter, and it's jet stream. That guys were just fuzzy nebulas like 100 years ago. Yeah. Thanks to Cynthia stars. Man, that's a whole different conversation when we get back to human calculators and stuff. That's a different conversation. That's a horrible time even in mankind's history of how things should not be. Don't lose a red spot soon yet. We're going to lose Jupiter soon as well. Hopefully, Elena, Vera's going to probably answer that very quickly to a yes or no if there is one. The Great Tree Nebula is coming out. Yep. It's the biggest nebula in the sky for me is the Great Tree Nebula. Miss the OG so much, man. We miss you. You've been hiding from us. Your base, or may have sent 5. We'll see. Okay. I got you. Now, Pluto should have never been a planet itself. I mean, it was a moon. It should have been a moon of Neptune. It should have, would have, could have, right? But it is what it is. It's not the first planet to be declassified as a planet either. That's nothing, like, whatever. It just happened in your lifetime, therefore it makes you more aware, I guess, would be the way to go with it. Hi, Lethea. Thank you so much for the lucky clover. I appreciate that. Thank you. I got a voice for radio, but the face is not for TV. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, it's good to see you guys, man. It's been a minute, brother. Is that tuning object? Yeah. We'll leave that to Vera. We'll see what Vera comes up with. It'll be interesting. Teddy, so we got. I'm saying you need to study. That needs to be your focus. Quit typing. Did you say we will lose Jupiter to the trees? It will be going behind tree lines, so we'll lose that visual view of Jupiter from our observatory. It won't be much longer. Then we're going to be coming up on the end of planetary season as far as this past planetary season. Eventually we're going to start to see some Mars, then Saturn again, obviously, in the really, really early morning hours. That's going to be a while, but we're going to get there. We'll definitely get there. See Jupiter, you saw Jupiter? Oh, nice. I love it. I love it. It's gorgeous, stunning, so bright. Super beautiful. You like severe weather? What's your favorite season? I can't wait for spring equinox. As a day and trees begin to bloom. Yeah. I'm just going to give it the answer yes. The answer is yes. That's as clear as I could probably be on that one. Is there a Skies Live email? Contact@skieslive.com. But Discord obviously makes it so much faster. Can we see Uranus, please? Uranus is really hard to get to. It's a little bit further over. Let's see here exactly where it is. It's a little bit further over than where we're looking here. Yeah, it's way behind trees. Way, way, way behind trees. We're in the constellation Gemini. It's over by. It's actually over by Pleiades. It's pretty far over there. Hi, Maxie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. That's what she said. Dang. Right now, 130. Running 30 frames per second. I figure out Discord and don't like it. But I'll try again. I catch you. It can sometimes be tricky. I get it. You get Andromeda tonight. Not tonight. We gotta wait until summer. Closer towards like June. Lose everything. Come on, man. We ain't gotta talk about politics at all. Nothing in here came up about politics. Way out of context. Absolutely, WCM, absolutely. How's it going? Things like I was like, hey, yo, what up, Big Reds? How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Are people ever going to explore the Milky Way if we get the technology? I mean, it'd be amazing, right? Like, if we get the technology, why wouldn't you explore? I think that's a way to think of it is, if you have the technology, why would you not? But as far as like mapping it, we map it with the ice cubes down in Antarctica, though. We can do a lot of other things. We can actually map it a little bit with even the alpha or the hydrogen alpha line. Looking at chat, yeah, I'm definitely looking at chat. Oh, you're talking about him. I see. Should explore the rest of the ocean. I mean, we got like 87% of the ocean map. The ghost, what up? Yeah, I mean, we got 87% of the ocean mapped, and as far as like mapping the universe, we got this, got the cosmic background radiation, which kind of helps, but our observations are very limited. Very, very, very little of the universe has really been explored. That's pretty crazy. Alright, there we go. Looks like tomorrow night we'll be able to start as well with Jupiter. So Jupiter will probably be our target for tomorrow night in the beginning hours. I appreciate it, Iceman. During an earthquake, which wave arrives first? That's which wave arrives first? The question you're on is, during an earthquake, which wave arrives first? The first one. Did you kind of pay attention to your math or your homework, bro? The ocean is a shortcut into space. We just don't know. Okay. Got a smudge on your lens? Nah, we're just starting to get a lot of atmospheric issues. Able to get better resolution in the earlier period. We're getting up the trees right now. We're in tree lines above the house, so we're getting a lot of heat coming off. So we're basically to the point where we're done watching Jupiter here quickly. And we're going to have a period here. We're going to jump off the live, get some of the equipment changed over, and then we're going to do galaxies. We'll go for galaxies tonight. That's basically, yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. 90 at the beach today. Yo, did you spend time at the beach? Dolphins looking at us. Fly rocking in space laughing at us. Maybe. Atmosphere is just full. Yeah. Let's hope that we even see some auroras tonight. It's 5 a.m. Whoa, can't sleep and I have work soon. None of it matters when we see the stars. That is true. Yeah, that is true. And good morning. Good morning, good morning. Watching a video where they discovered a shipwreck from 27,000 feet down in the Pacific Ocean. Sunk during the World War II. Wow. Definitely know more about the sea in the sky. Sky is everybody. That's me, everyone's favorite alien Canadian. I'm looking at us flying rockets from much more troubles than astronomy. I mean, two different things, obviously. Definitely two different things. Gonna be 91 degrees today. 92 Saturday and 93 Sunday here in Oklahoma. Yo. Chance is gonna be mown before he knows it, and then the grass ain't gonna be growing because he's gonna have to water it. That's insane, dude. Mowing season is coming right up, Chance. Think about it, bro. Mowing season is coming right up. It is, yeah, Friday. Friday. Need a mow already? No way, dude. We're gonna have to get back to playing Fortnite too, huh? You live a block? Dude, no way. You live a block from the beach? That'd be interesting. But you probably never go, though. When you're like that close to even go, you're probably just like, whatever. Whatever. Party at Chance's house for the 90-degree weather. You guys are insane. Like, I don't want to go there when it's 90. Have area knee high already, dude. That's crazy, brother. Used to live a block from the beach. I got you. You only go to fish. Okay, it's your calmness. Why is the star shaking in the viewfinder? So a viewfinder technically is another scope basically on the side. I don't know if you're talking about like what we're seeing here. There's a lot going on here. One is if let me do it this way too. Let me stomp on the ground. See how it shakes? A little bit of vibration will shake it. It's not hard, right? So the amount of zoom that we have, the smallest amount of wind, the shifting with the telescope, the focuser, anything like that, will cause a little bit of a shake. It's not hard to do. When you have this type of zoom, it's really noticeable. Everything's noticeable, obviously. And if you really want to just kind of think about that too, imagine looking at a puddle of pond water and not seeing that it's water, and then you look at it in a magnifying glass. Now you're looking at a water bear. It's just everything. Just you're amplifying so much that your views just change on you. Let me put down the river. Okay. Alexander Bell had a summer home in. Dude, that's amazing. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome, CD. You're welcome. They just don't take much, though. Like, to get a little bit of shake in a telescope does not take much, especially when you're this zoomed in. All the beaches around Santa Cruz, nice. Nice. Dude, when you live in Kansas City, like a beach sounds like a fun trip, but people that live near beaches are like, it's so funny. It's actually really funny to think about. It's been a while. What's up, Fast? How you doing, buddy? How's your night? Good to see you. Really good to see you. Hey, good night, CD. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Wow, popped my eardrums doing that. Yo. It's been a while. What up, Irby? How you doing, brother? How's your night? The last time I did not know. It's been a few days visiting town there in Virginia as a guest. A house farm out there. Put down money on a baseball field there too. Yo, it's cool. You heard a rumor that gravity's going away for 7 seconds this year. What the heck? Oh wow. Oh my goodness. You live on the dunes in Florence, Oregon? Ever seen any non-human aircrafts? Honestly, no. Are you asking, like, have I ever seen, like, a UFO flying saucer or something? Flying saucer? No. What I see is what you see. From here to the all-sky camera on my website, what I see, you see. I don't try to make up crap. I don't care. At the end of the day, if you want to subscribe to me, not subscribe to me, it's not about that for me. It's about being real and honest, giving you the things that I'm able to give to you. I just don't see nothing. It's pretty wild. But tonight, I'm sorry, my nose is running like crazy, y'all. It is running like crazy tonight. You haven't got video? Nice. Low mile from the water. A blower is necessary for the front yard sand. Are you serious? No way. Spring allergies, yeah. Something. Something. You see a lot of Mios, Musk identifiable objects. Hey, doing homework, going to sleep. Dude, you gotta chill and do your homework, man. Gotta do something different. It has, like, your homework is not on subject at all. I get the focus here. I get the ADHD. I definitely get ADHD, trust me. Wait, can keep it in check a little bit, though. Gonna play. Yeah, We do need to play a game here soon, though. Desi, not Fortnite. What was the other game called that we played? That sounded a little different. Yeah, man, I'm so stuffed up. I'm so, like, I don't even know. Like, you can even tell. Let's see. So, like, I don't know if you can just see it in me. I am stuffed up and done. I feel done. Catan, that's right, Catan. That's right. Yeah, I feel all stuffy. And it's hot in here right now. I don't know what the temperature is in here right now, but it's hot in here. Gotta run it back again, Rowan. Yeah, we definitely need to. Definitely need to play again. Is that Chance saying about it? Chance is tired of just playing so many new games at this point. He's done. He's done playing new games. Yeah, he's all done playing new games. But again, tomorrow night we'll do some more Jupiter. That'll be the first target that we go to early on. And then tonight, after this, we'll change out the camera and get started back up. We'll go for galaxies. Definitely go for some galaxies. Look at a few stars, globular clusters, and even some planetary nebula. Yeah, all the electronics in here make it really hot. I'll get you too. Dude, for me, it's dust. For me, dust is the thing that instantly gets me. Like, I'm just around a little bit of dust, I instantly just sneeze. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy. I'm CNT, just in case. Yeah. Get a game, and then get another, and then get another, and then get another. Oh man, I get it. No fun, huh? No fun. No fun. Alpha gets you, and that's okay, yeah. Yeah. Being like crazy in your garage, wow. Yeah. Right to the ABS. There's no touch. Oh well. Let's get back on focus here. Get back on focus. We're definitely going to lose Jupiter though here quickly. There's Shoemaker Levi. Nice. I'm not Levi. Levi 9 seconds thing. I give you my allergies? I don't know how I did that. Yo, that's crazy. I can't be blamed for that. Can't be blamed for that. The deep fill is amazing. We're going to use a not quite deep fill tonight. We'll use a C11. I believe we're just going to use a C11. Yep, Ramon is here as well. Got the Roman and the Ramon. Ramon was here earlier anyways. I seen him. Our boy Ramon. Um, Tonight, like, honestly, we can look at planetary nebula. There's not a lot of great nebulas to go to at this point in this season, but yeah, we'll do some planetary. We'll definitely do that. Yeah, crap. I kill myself sometimes. The Great Jade Nebula will appear soon. Yeah, it will. It actually will. You're right. You're right. Man, look at the amount of heat being coming off of the shingles of the house, though. Crazy. Could it be the correct? Yeah, sometimes true. Sometimes true. Sometimes true. Good satellites, the solar system, planet balls, by the way. What exercise would you give for each planet and why? I don't know, man. Yeah, you call them planet balls, by the way. Love it. That's so funny. Oh, man. On your laptop, I got you. Very nice. Tonight, the C11 telescope. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm using the C11 tonight. People have been promised the Great Tree Nebula for an hour. Yeah, we're really close to it, though. Just looking at the sky map, we probably got like 3 degrees left. We'll be definitely in the trees. Luckily, we don't have a lot of leaves, obviously, so that helps. But yeah, it's coming right up. We'll be in the tree nebula literally means trees blocking our view. That's what the tree nebula means. Don't think like there's something great about that, by the way. Literally just trees blocking our view. Remember last night? Having a little fun, yeah, absolutely. Hi, Salt and Pepper. How are you? Good evening. Hi. Hi, Fast. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. I'm definitely going to need more water, too, here quickly. Definitely going to need some more. I think just as much water as I'm drinking is about the amount of fluids coming out of me right now. Oh, you were gifted as 8SE? No way. Learning curve are difficult? No, man. You got Discord? You can jump in with us. I got a couple of them. I love the 8SE. The 8SE is a wonderful telescope. It's a really wonderful telescope. It moves nibbling sense. Yeah. Yeah. It's just right there on the edge now. It's crazy. It's crazy. T, I don't know. I don't know I want to do T. Honestly, don't know if I want to do T. Do you ever see anything unusual or scientifically unexplained? Yeah. Actually, there's probably someone maybe here right now. Maybe a couple people in my chat right now that there's no way to explain them logically, scientifically, mathematically. But it always comes back to people in my chat. Oh man, how do you leave the Midwest? I don't know, man. The Midwest ain't too bad. It's not all that bad. But yeah, definitely. People in my chat. Us, what? Man. I have one in my mind right now, for sure. Have a link in Discord. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do the Discord command here in just a second for you. Good about the anyone you guys want to do the Discord command. Oh yeah, Amber's definitely the one I was talking about. Don't speak of it though, so she might just like show up randomly. I don't know. Been here since almost the beginning. Yeah, you have been. Actually, yeah, you're right. You have been. You have been. There it is. There's the link. One of my checks disappeared. Disappeared. I didn't even say anything out of the way. It probably in any way. Huh. Dude, sometimes YouTube or just the bot alone, man, can do it. I wouldn't worry about it. You're good, brother. You're good. Do you just drive straight to get out of the Midwest? I mean, yeah, I guess. You're not a robot. I'm a robot, not an alien. I got you. I got you. Hi, greetings. About to meet the other day over in Ohio. I see. D-Vids, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? It's been a minute. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. Make a stacked image later, or is this live view just for the stream? Right now, it's live view for the stream. I didn't even record earlier. Tomorrow night we might do some stacking. We might do that tomorrow night. Do some stacking. I catch a stream. Yeah, brother, it's been a minute, bro. I see you, Mo. I see you. I seen your comment earlier too. I got you. You're out of there, Class. A bunch of me anyway. What's it like outside the Midwest? I don't know. I'm in the Midwest. I'm near Kansas City, Missouri. Oh man. Hey Chris, what's up, bud? The Midwest doesn't exist? Yo, Ohio don't exist. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. So love the learning curves. I got you. Oh, learning cursive. Yeah. I got you. I got you. I got you. Dude, you don't know the football team from Ohio, bro? Come on, man. It's called the Aliens. Good to rest your eyes. Don't forget. This is true. This is true. This is super true. The wind calmed down. Oklahoma moved to Arkansas almost. And they're no longer teaching cursive in most schools. I think a lot of schools kind of moved away from it. Yeah. Mom and Dad and my brother moved to St. Louis, Missouri in the 70s. Actually, that void where the state does not exist. Yeah, true, man. True. I gotcha. Dude, it's kind of funny, man, because we also know that St. Louis doesn't belong in Missouri. I'm pretty sure it might be part of like Canada or something. I don't know. It's pretty wild. But yeah, absolutely. My stepdad's from Ohio. He enjoyed it out there, I guess, but he knew to run away. You weren't even in a concept in the 70s. Me neither, bro. Me neither. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Just visible there. Yeah, barely. It is on its way outwards now. Or around, I should say, leaving our view. We pretty much watched it from the point where it started coming around to the end of it. Hi, Emery. Welcome in. How's your night? Jupiter's your favorite planet? Yeah, I love it. Tomorrow night we'll have better views of Jupiter. We'll start out Jupiter early. That'll be what we go for. Tonight we're going to, here in just a bit, we're going to take a nice pause, change out the camera, and then do galaxies. But there'll be a pause between the live streams, of course. That way I can get more water, get myself kind of reset. And then we'll go for galaxies tonight. We'll go for it. But good to see you again, Emery. And good to see you, Jack. Good to see you both. You love Pluto and Mars. Both amazing. Both are amazing. The biggest planet and the fastest rotating in our solar system. Absolutely. Can you see the moons at all? Oh, dude. Probably. They'll probably come through just fine. Most likely. Give you guys a couple of moons. See Ganymede up there. Ganymede, Io. Ganymede and Io there. You guys see them okay? Oh, you can read it out the window. You got this. Yo. There we are. Jupiter, then Io, and then Ganymede up on the very top right. Yeah, you can definitely make out that distinct yellow color. It actually helps a lot by recognizing it. Yeah, you definitely make it out. Io moves quick. Io is on the move. It is really on the move. Pictures of Io. Sometimes, yeah, we do sometimes. Sometimes we capture that. Let's see, it's about day roughly. About a day from now, it's going to be coming back around. So about a day and a half from now, or a day and like 3 hours or so, they'll start to get that transit. Violent radiation there is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. A lot going on Jupiter. A lot of radiation. Favorite solar system moons? Io for sure. I think Io is amazing. Phobos is going to be interesting, not because of Phobos itself, but just it'll be interesting when it gets to the end stage with Mars. Obviously, our moon's amazing. Titan's awesome, grabbing that the atmosphere that Titan has. Pandora, Pan, those are amazing moons. Titan itself. I mean, Europa is okay, whatever. It's not like, you know what I mean. Not super crazy or nothing. Yeah. Are you switching soon, Roman? I will. But I'm going to have a pause in the live stream so I can get myself reset up, get the other camera on here, get everything focused in, grab some water, clear my nostrils a little bit, probably grab a breath of fresh air, and then get back to it. And we'll do some galaxies. We shall. Catch a Venus transit in 2017? I did. Actually did. 2017 was pretty cool. You had Venus transit. We had the Great North American solar eclipse back then as well. It was actually a beautiful year. Most signs of ancient life on Mars, yeah. Yeah. Some evidence. Need to bring back the samples, of course. Your favorite deep space? You're actually going to stay with us tonight with deep space? No way. No way. No. A few more years and maybe you'll be a teacher. I don't usually. There you go. Good point. Good point. Good point. And that old Jupes. It is. Beautiful Jupiter and two of its moons tonight. Did you see the meteor over Canada? The one that went over Ohio? I've seen stuff about it, but I did not see. I did not see like anything after that. I just seen where it went over. That it goes satellite imagery and stuff. Some of the comments, but I didn't really dig into it too much. New band name? I'd call it nice. Jupiter and Galilee moons, yeah. Yep. Right now, what we're looking at is Jupiter and two moons. You see the moon Io and the moon Ganymede. So the largest moon in the solar system on the top right, and then the most volcanic mass in the solar system on the middle. And then, of course, Jupiter, super bright. Jupiter's crazy bright down there on the bottom there. Love to go to Spain for the eclipse this year. Yeah, that'd be so cool, huh? I'm sure it'd be beautiful. Cat or goat? What? That's not too bad. Not too bad tonight. But we're pretty much there. We're basically to the tree line. Gonna be losing that view really fast here. Like really fast. Gonna pull back out. There's some of the bands and the zones on Jupiter. See how gorgeous it is. Alright, y'all, I'm going to get reset here. Which means I'm going to set up another camera on the telescope so we have wide field. We'll go for galaxies. Some of the things will probably be like, obviously, the comets, the real pools, the well galaxy, stuff like that. We'll get some really beautiful things. Give me probably like 15 minutes or so. Maybe 20. And then I'll be back on. But if I don't see you again tonight, clear skies, make sure you subscribe if you do enjoy these type of lives. And if you want to jump in our Discord, discord.skiesalive.com. But I'll see you here shortly. Alright, sounds good, Desi. Sounds good. See you guys here in just a bit.